If you have an in-store location, like a physical location, this video is for you. So these are three different types of things that you need to do in the new year, or you need to do this period when it comes to redesigning the in-store experience. Now, people always talk about small businesses and why people don't go inside and they don't go spend money, why they don't come back. I'm going to tell you this. These are three different things that you can do to really make the experience big, bold, and memorable. Here's number one. First, you got to have to think about your sales technique. When I mean by sales technique, I'm not talking about like you going up to the person and saying, "Hey, how you doing? How can I help you? What are you looking for?" No. We're talking about taking your prime items, like your sale items, your finals items, last chance, all the way to the back of the store. So think about it like this. All right, I got my best friend right here. She's going to give us a little example, and I also put it on here on the screen somehow. But literally, what you're doing is you are going to be doing an upside down U. You're going to literally, when people come in, put all your sales items at the back of the store or even along the side, leading people along the way. And when people come in or when people are talking and just browsing, you can just say, "Hey, all our final items in our sale and our last chance is all the way in the back." Now, you already know this because clearly you are a consumer as well. But what people don't think about in business is that the U is a psychological effect. It makes you go through the entire store and being able to view everything else, and also pairing new items in the back as well. Wait, new items? Yeah, new items. While visual merchandising is really huge on keeping it in the front four of your store, it's also really important to kind of pair some key pieces that are new items with your sale items so that people can kind of pair them together. Now, if you're not into fashion and you do other things, think about what your complementary items are, or even services that you might have partnered with someone else. Signage. I love this one because I think that small businesses think that you have to have like this big budget to go all out. And honestly, you don't need to do all that. Signage starts in little areas of the shopping experience. But if you are in fashion, first of all, your dressing room should have really awesome signage, whether it's positive messaging, whether it's, disposable plastics to put over, certain feed or your element, or really nice hangers. The experience really talks about how you're speaking to your customer when you're not really speaking to them. Another great place is shelves or your shelving or even your hang tags. Anywhere where the customer is constantly looking and seeing, signage is really important. It takes your customer to see something at least 3 times to remind them that they need to find a gift for their friend, or they need to just wear the damn pants. They're going to look good. Or buy that computer or that chair or whatever it might be. Signage is really important, and lots of people don't think about it. If you are a store owner or if you are an e-commerce brand and you have a physical location, the next time you go shopping, pay attention to the signage. Then how is that signage really intriguing? Does it really make sense? Because words like gather and eat and all that, like, yeah, they're cute, but are they memorable? And the last but not least, when it comes to your signage, is the checkout area. I love this one because I don't know if you know, but some of the most amazing sales at supermarkets is actually at the checkout. You know that bubble gum. Are always looking for last minute things. So think about how your customer might take something in their purse or their wallet or even information or a DIY, or they might need to go to an event. This is a perfect opportunity for when you're doing partnerships with other brands. You can say, "I'm going to put your signage at my checkout," and making sure that there's eyes on it. And by the way, that checkout is real estate. Yep. You can actually charge if you have a store and you want to incorporate other different brands and test them out. Put it on the checkout section, see how it does, and then you know what your customer might be interested in. Last but not least is surprise. The element of surprise is super important. As you know, and you see this all the time, when people are going to a store, they want an experience, they are literally spending their hard-earned money. And I promise you, if you want them to come back, you need to think about the element of surprise. It can literally be like a surprise in their bag at the bottom. It could even be something that they read later home that's actually usable, not useless. People don't want no more paper unless it's something that they can, like a big sticker of some sort they can put it on their car, or in a magnet of some sort that they can put it on their refrigerator. Something valuable that you can use it as a real estate, but also it's an experience. Also think about when you are wrapping people's, instead of just putting in a bag and say have a nice day, maybe taking a little moment about what you're doing and how you're presenting it to them. And depending on the type of item, you can get really, really fun with it. I mean, actually, let me just show you. So I don't know if you've heard of Jellycat, but Jellycat is amazing, and they have these stores in London, and they literally have an experience. As you can see here, I'm like looking through this of all the Jellycats, but the one that comes to mind for me, I would have to say, is the Jellycat stuffed animal that looks like a sleeping buddy, and it has like a birthday. Now, this is just Walmart, if somebody wants to buy it at Walmart. But honestly, people are like driving and flying all over just to go and get the experience of someone in a Jellycat store where they're kind of like baking it and rolling the dough and all that to make it happen. The fireworks, of course. Happy New Year. But those are 3 things that you need to be doing for your in-store experience. And think about it, if someone does not come back to your store, what could you have done differently?